I don't use indicators,
They're
Senpro.
great.
I think that it makes sense for it to go down.
I love that they're around all the time.
Consolidate through the summer and then start running again in the fall. It's what I've been looking for.
It's not a big deal in their life, right? Do women love comedy? Like when
but this
they're
time
like
is
15?
different as well.
Is that what they love?
We made an all-time high
I know it's
before
with
the
a line
halve,
and
which we've
everything,
never
but
done.
do
We never
women,
made a new
like,
all-time
really
high
get
before
off
the
on
halving.
comedy when
At least
they're
not
young?
in the last 3 cycles.
No, I think they watch.
So I
like,
think
a
that
little bit,
that's
like,
something
okay, I
that's
saw 10
definitely
minutes, I get the
different
gist
to
of
be
stand-up,
aware of.
but
Right.
80 more minutes of this, we don't really need that.
You know,
Women are
if
emotionally
you're
mature, they're doing
too
other things, right?
Yeah, they start
caught
talking, they order a
in
fishbowl at
last
some
time,
I'm
then
getting
you
more
could
women fans
definitely
now, which is great, and I like them and I welcome them. But
I do. An audience
Mess
needs
it
a
up.
balance because women.
oh, for sure.
The more women laugh, the harder a guy will laugh. Because every guy's like, well, why is my girlfriend laughing at him? I'm
Right.
funnier than him. I'm bigger than him. So
Right.
guys feel intimidated by if the girl's laughing too much. But if it's just all guys, it's like this weird like
yeah,
alpha laugh. It's like, oh, and
we
that's
don't
it.
want all guys. We
No.
want women. We want a
Mixture.
mix.
Yeah.
We want a mix.
Yeah. You had a good mix when I
We
saw.
have a mix. I mean, women will buy the boyfriend's tickets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only and who listens to the show? What's the demographics of the show?
80% male.
And here's why: because it's an intelligent show.
This is the truth.
I'm not trying to. Most women don't care about anything other than getting married and having babies. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's the way what they should care. And by the way, that's what they should care about, right? Or they listen to some other thing. Meaning, like, they love dating podcasts because dating is a big part of getting a partner, selecting a partner, carrying on your genes. This is a big deal. I don't offer a ton of that for women. You know, I'm a gay guy. It's kind of a socio-political, cultural show. So the women that listen to this have brains, and it's about 9.8% of the pod. That's correct.
Oh, but that 0.7 user unspecified.
Yeah, that is interesting. Who is that? Who are they? That's non-binary. I have radical non-binaries.
When you look out at your crowd, you go,
This
yeah,
is
that
not
checks
good
out.
for
Or
you,
you're like,
buddy.
oh.
It's very
Whoa!
surprising. It varies from place to place,
City to
but I
city.
think it checks out because it's
Yeah.
people that like dark comedy. It's people that like fucked up shit, and there are a ton of women there. But you know, I mean, I think it checks out. It checks out. It can get wild. People can get crazy.
Yeah.
People bring their own things to it. Their own, you know.
Yeah.
When we talk about the shit I talk about, people get intense. People grab you sometimes. But then we also have weird like CEO people that listen. We have like high level people that listen.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because obviously you say the stuff that they can't say at work, so you're like the voice of reason.
let's
for
go
them.
there.
They put
Well,
the little
yeah,
Apple
some people
AirPod
say
Pros
that.
in and listen and be
Some
like,
people
I
go,
wish
you're
I
the
could say
voice
it.
of reason, but it's
Okay.
like that's crazy.
I'd say you are, because I think you play both sides. You know, all things political, and then you're also yelling about, like you said, like the Tana Mojos of the world.
Yes,
That's where I
You've
love
always
the
been
show.
a big fan of mine. That's very nice of you.
I love the show.
Yeah.
And that's why as a guest,
What
I'm
if
going
I
to shut the fuck
go-
up most of the time because I love listening to you yell.
You're like
No,
I really like what you are able to do with the videos and how much you put out and how good it is wild.
Thank you.
It's
man.
wild the amount of it
I
and how
annoy
good
myself with how much I post.
No,
Sometimes.
but dude, you're able to keep putting out good shit and you do it really, you know what I mean?
Yeah, on a high level.
It's crazy.
Thank you, man.
I mean, that's what it really is. Blaustein's doing amazing.
Blau's doing great. The podcast is so funny because both of our careers are taking off. Podcasts like, yeah, this is chill. Stiff socks, you know,
Right.
we're doing it. It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're both touring our dicks off right now, which is great. A lot of fun.
Do you guys ever think of like having a threesome with a trans person on? You know what I mean?
Behind
For like
Patreon or just like main feed
paywall
episode?
it.
Yeah,
Paywall it.
that was on the agenda, right?
Well, it's a very bro-y show, right? That's
Yeah.
kind of the thing. Stiff socks is like because when you wipe cum off with a sock, it gets. So, do you ever think of like next leveling it? Like,
Yeah, we think about that a lot. You know,
Yeah.
we're like, what's going to move the needle? Is it a Hasbulla interview or we're
Right.
doing threesomes behind a paywall?
Yeah,
and I think it's that
interesting.
second one.
Yeah. What do you think about these influencers? You know all of these people.
Yeah,
What's your take on them?
they're all really normal, but it's when they go home, that's the side I want to see. I want to look through
Yeah.
a window and see what are they doing at midnight? What are they watching? What are they wiping the tears up with? You know,
Right.
because I think in person, all of us are like, hey, what's up? Very like social and like good to
Yeah.
see you, this and that. It's like we just had Josh Richards on the other day. The nicest guy. He's funny. He's
Very
very
nice.
intellectual, very smart.
He's very intellectual.
Yeah, he's actually
He's
like
an intellectual.
for 22, he's a
I don't
business
know
guy.
him at all. He's a sweet guy, but let's just explore that. He's an intellectual. Josh Richards is an intellectual. That's just what you said. By the way, sweetheart.
He was saying buzzwords, yeah.
I went to dinner with him. He had one sentence. He was like, the calamari is fire. And then he's
That's an
on his
intellectual.
phone looking at pussy, which is what I would